of Canada is currently accepting job applications for a product architect to design a digital currency. The Bank of Canada is embarking on a program of major social significance for a central bank digital currency, which can be thought of as a banknote but in digital form. But wait, it gets even better. Under the challenges section, the Bank of Canada specifies that the digital currency must be universally accessible. Regardless of their circumstances, CBDC should be usable by all Canadians, even by those without a bank account or access to a cellular phone. What sort of technology could allow you to access digital currency without a cell phone? Could it be a microchip? This may seem far-fetched to those of you who remained willfully ignorant over the past 19 months, but it isn't far-fetched at all. Here's how human microchipping is going in Sweden.
When Elias Brotberger goes to work, he doesn't need ID. And he doesn't need money. In fact, much of what he needs to get through the day is hidden right there, just below the surface, in his hand. Embedded in his hand is a microchip that serves as his keys, his ID, and his wallet.
Now, while the chip being used in Sweden connects directly to the user's bank account, the CBDC being rolled out in Canada is not to be confused with online payment apps. This is a brand new centralized form of currency. So what does that mean? It means that this new form of currency will bypass the commercial banking system and be completely controlled by the government, with the ultimate goal of eliminating cash altogether. So once this system is in place, the government can track all of your spending habits, automatically withdraw funds for taxation, and even shut your digital wallet down altogether if you're being a bad little boy or girl. Centralized digital currency is already in place in China, where it will be integrated into their social credit system. A system that scores citizens on their behavior, and bad behavior is punished by restricting their participation in society. A bad score can come from minor infractions like gossiping, littering, or speaking ill of the government, and can result in being blacklisted from traveling, going to restaurants, or even renting a home. Wow, interesting how China's social credit system looks identical to the vaccine passport we're using to mitigate the spread of COVID-19. You know, a smart person might even assume that the virus was simply a Trojan horse to usher in a complete surveillance state, but luckily there aren't that many smart people here in Canada. Now, of course, none of this is the natural progression of technology. The RFID implant to connect the digital currency to the social credit system has been in the works for years, and many have warned about its implications. One such man is Aaron Russo, who recounted his conversations with Nick Rockefeller about the Rockefeller family's plan to accomplish complete control over humanity.
And the whole agenda is to create a one-world government where everybody has an RFID chip implanted in them. All money is to be in those chips. Right, there'll be no more cash. And this is getting me straight from Rockefeller himself. This is what they want to accomplish. And all money will be in your chips. And so instead of having cash, anytime you have money in your chip, they can take out whatever they want to take out whenever they want to. If they say you owe us this much money in taxes, they just deduct it out of your chip digitally.
Total control.
Total control. And if you're like me or you, and you're protesting what they're doing, they can just turn off your chip. And you have nothing. You can't buy food. You can't do anything. It's total control of the people.
And that chip's connected to a database that has your purchasing records, what you do, what
everything.
You sell.
Everything is in there.
Now, some of you may think that all of this is completely unrelated to COVID, but that couldn't be further from the truth. Retail stores and restaurants across the country are now going contactless under the guise of public health and safety. Some establishments are even refusing cash altogether over the fear that the boogeyman virus might thrive on banknotes. The vaccine passport is simply a free trial to the social credit system, digital currency, and complete control and surveillance of the entire global population. So if you're still on the fence about whether you should participate in the Vax Pass and the segregation of society, you can rest assured that where we're headed, you're gonna wish COVID would take you out.